people of the state of New York versus Donald Trump is one step closer to being in the hands of jurors. Trump is the first former president of the United States to stand criminal trial. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor, one of about 60 journalists who have been in the main courtroom every day of this trial, and she has a look at how we got here.
During opening statements, prosecutors told jurors the defendant, Donald Trump, orchestrated a criminal scheme to corrupt the 2016 presidential election. The defense told them, "You're going to learn this was not a payback." Here's the timeline. In June 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for president. In August 2015, Trump, his then personal attorney Michael Cohen, and American Media Inc. CEO David Pecker, the publisher of the National Enquirer, met at Trump Tower. Prosecutors say they formed a conspiracy to bury negative information about Trump to get him elected. Pecker testified about 2 catch-and-kill deals where he bought and did not publish accusations against Trump. One with Playboy model Karen McDougal, who said she had an affair with Trump. In August 2016, Pecker paid her $150,000, structuring the agreement to get around campaign finance law, telling the jury, "We didn't want the story to embarrass Mr. Trump or embarrass or hurt the campaign." In September 2016, Cohen secretly recorded a conversation with Trump, allegedly about paying AMI back.
"We'll have to pay you some."
Pecker testified he ultimately didn't need to be paid back since McDougal's magazine covers she posed for AMI sold so well. On October 7, 2016, the Access Hollywood tape where Trump is caught on a hot mic talking about groping women was released. Former Trump aide Hope Hicks testified it was a damaging development for the campaign. On October 27, 2016, days before the election, Cohen paid adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about an alleged affair with Trump. Cohen testified before paying her, Trump was polling very poorly with women, and if Daniels' story got out, Trump thought women will hate me. During the negotiation, Cohen says Trump wanted him to push it, just get past the election, because if I win, it has no relevance, and if I lose, I don't really care. In February 2017, Cohen says he met Trump at the White House and talked about reimbursement. Cohen said he submitted false invoices for legal services, and Trump signed off on monthly checks of $35,000. The jury saw Cohen's bank account statement for the LLC he opened, listing the wire transfer to Daniels' attorney. On it, Trump Organization CFO Alan Weisselberg's handwriting, calculating Cohen's reimbursement for Daniels' payment, a tech company payment, and his bonus. The amount was grossed up. Prosecutors allege they cooked the books to make it look like legal expenses because they, quote, couldn't write reimbursement for porn star payment. The defense countered Cohen was his attorney and did work for Trump and his family in 2017. But Cohen maintains he did less than 10 hours of work that year for them and never billed them. Defense attorneys called Cohen a convicted felon, known liar, a man out for revenge and money who can't be trusted or believed. Prosecutors called 20 witnesses to the stand, including Stormy Daniels. But Cohen was the only one who testified Trump had personal knowledge of the alleged scheme to falsify business records to cover up the hush money payment. Legal experts say it comes down to whether the jury believes Cohen. Retired New York Judge George Grasso has been in the courtroom observing the trial.
I think the evidence is there. I think the testimony is there. But this is far from a sure thing one way or the other.
The defense called 2 witnesses.
I think it was a really, really poor case. I think that calling Robert Costello as a witness really backfired on them. Their defense case helped the prosecution more than the defendant.
The defense called Costello to attack Cohen's credibility. The attorney offered to represent Cohen after his payment to Daniels became public in 2018 and he was being investigated. Costello testified Cohen told him repeatedly Trump knew nothing about the Daniels payment made before the 2016 election. But Cohen said he didn't retain Costello and didn't tell him everything, since Costello had close ties with Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani, who wanted to keep a back channel open about the whole matter with Trump. The courtroom had to be cleared at one point so the judge could scold Costello about proper decorum after he was apparently rolling his eyes, muttering under his breath, and staring down the judge.
I was able to audibly hear myself him say, geez, when the judge made a ruling that he disagreed with. I think that very presented very poorly to the jury.
Despite previously saying he would, Trump did not take the stand. If he had, prosecutors would have been able to question him about some prior legal cases.
I think he would have been a huge net negative on his own case, so I think likely the right decision was made there.
Judge to judge, Grasso thinks Judge Juan Merchan, whom he's never met,
was the epitome of what a judge should be. Sometimes he was with the defense, sometimes he was with the DA. He was always well prepared, even-tempered, and focused.
And that was our own Alice Gaynor reporting. As we mentioned, she was in the courtroom every single day of this trial and will continue to be there now that deliberations are underway for the verdict. And as we wait for the jury to get the case with court back in session today in just under 2 hours, we will, of course, keep you updated.